Hi, I'm Clint Bowyer, and you're listening to Jeff Wicker on 1041 WTQR.
You ready for Martinsville?
Martinsville is your typical asphalt short track. In my opinion, like an asphalt late model driver, that's going to play right in his hand. That's what he's used to racing on. Stop and go, driving hard type of racetrack, and that plays right in their favor. Martinsville's, man, I'm telling you, you got to discipline yourself big time. You got to slow everything down. You got to back up the corner, let the car roll. You got to have a car capable of doing that. But you got to help them, tell them the adjustments you need to make that car do that. If you're at Martinsville and you're having to force your car to get it to do something it doesn't want to do, you're going to have a long weekend. It's a big mental game. Racing, a track like Martinsville is, you got to have your head in the game from the drop of the green flag to the checkered flag flies. And if you don't, you're going to find yourself either in a wreck or in the back. Making a mistake on pit road, making a mistake on the track, getting loose, wheel hopping. I did that last year. Got under somebody, wheel hop, and just lost it. Spun out and ended our day. It can happen so fast. You drop your guard just the least little bit, and that's all it takes.
Talk about the art of having to move the guy in front of you in a track like Martinsville.
There's no art. I can say that I've seen the best move people good, and I've seen the best move people and be like, oh, no, whoops, sorry. And that's just it. You don't want to be able to do that. You want to be able to roll by them and pass them, but I'm telling you, at a track like Martinsville, they can make that almost virtually impossible to do. And then people are catching you, and the sense of urgency comes in, and you got to make a decision. You got to move them.
Does the radio ever get in your head? Does it become too much and you want them just to quit talking while you're trying to race?
See, I have like a large amount of ADD, and the more the better for me. When it gets quiet, I feel like I'm on an island alone and everybody left me and deserted me. I like action and talk. I have to have something going on, or I get bored, and next thing you know, my lap times are, fluctuating and things like that. Mike Dillon was my spotter for a long time, and he probably had as much as I did, so together we just kept it action-packed all the time. It was kind of a comedy show and racing all in one. Well, he was probably the only spotter in NASCAR history that had to switch over to another battery because he ran his dead.
What would you talk about?
Anything and everything. Sometimes we would get in trouble, sometimes we wouldn't.
Do you have to keep reminding yourself that the whole world can listen in?
Yes, and I have a little bit of opinion about that. I like that they can do that, but they have to realize that that's our way of life. That's our business. We're very passionate about it. I'm very passionate about it. Sometimes the way I go about things isn't the same way that somebody else in the stands in a stick and ball sport or in a business world would go about it. That being said, I got to be careful. I represent General Mills, Cheerios, BB&T, corporate America, and you have to keep that in check. But at the end of the day, that's my livelihood. That's what I've done my whole life. And when things aren't good, things aren't good.